Welcome back to another episode, Project Mindset. In the building, we got Illy Octane, CEO and artist of Rich Harvest Entertainment. Y'all give a warm welcome for Illy.
What up, though, man? I appreciate you having me. Like you said, Illy Octane, that's my name. You feed me. Whole lot of rich out the gate, man. Just out here spreading the brand and moving the music and the good vibes around that we on. You feel me?
Okay. So, here on Project Mindset, we try to base our topics off of Black mental health and Black mental health specifically. When you hear the word self care, like what are some of the things you think about?
Um, just catering to yourself. I mean, self care means just taking care of yourself. All the things you feel like you need to be able to move through the day, move through the time. Like take care of yourself. If you gotta put on extra clothes or, brush your teeth for extra time or eat healthy food, take care of yourself.
Self care Sundays. That's my day where I just kind of unwind, relax.
Right,
I don't
right,
take any phone
right.
calls,
I feel that.
like D&D. Like
I feel that. I feel that.
I sit in the
You gotta
Epsom
have them
salt
days. Yeah,
bath.
you gotta have them days.
Man, my bones be aching. So you gotta take care of yourself. I mean, you gotta treat your body right. You know.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I mean, and then it's the most important to you. You know what I mean? It's gonna be more important to you than anybody else. So if you don't take the time out to take them days or take them hours or whatever you need to just regenerate yourself and rejuvenate yourself, like that's a big part of everything we do on this earth.
Absolutely. I always ask, I guess, when they come on the show, a few questions regarding the topic or subject matter. But as an artist, because you are an artist as well as the operator of
Hmm.
your entertainment company, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as an artist, um, consistently creating and performing, how do you define rest, and what does that look like in your life or lifestyle as being an artist?
Um, Rest you don't get a lot of. You know what I mean? Straight up, like you don't get a lot of that. But when you do, I like to do it by doing vacations. I like to like get away from the space that I'm constantly creating at and constantly working at to just go take some time to reflect on all the other stuff I got going on in my life besides just the hustle and the grind and that. Like I got kids, I got I got family, I got friends, I got people who still look to me for support. So when I wanna focus on what I wanna do to carry on them relationships, I take a vacation. I gotta duck off.
Man,
Yeah,
it's
I gotta
like
duck off.
any vacations, like recent ones, or got any coming up?
I'm going to Puerto Rico next week actually.
Okay.
And Nashville. Other than that, I'll be moving. I mean, we just went to Milwaukee, went to Chicago.
Mm.
The team stay moving when we come to just promoting our brand. So we keep doing that all the time. It don't always be a vacation, but it be a vacation when we
Yeah,
get to do it. You know what I
y'all
mean?
make it a
Yeah, for real,
vacation.
for real.
Okay, so that means y'all got good vibes.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Like, do you in a sense like look at your business as like a family?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in a sense, you got to be around people that you can trust, that you can that's accountable for what they do, that you believe in. So you kind of come up in your family like that. And when your family take care of you, when you grow up with a good family that take care of you, them the type of traits you want to put into your business. You know what I mean? It's not the
No
same
doubt.
all the time because business is of course is more about money, but the things that you look for in people before you even get to money is the same as family. You know
Right.
what I mean? You want kind of some of them same family ties.
Absolutely. Say you want nobody shady messing
Right,
around with
right,
your
exactly. It's
business.
shady people. It's shady people in your family too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. Most for the most part, it's love. So it's love and trust, and like I said,
Yeah.
all the other things you need with business.
So speaking about rest and vacations, what in what ways do rest or downtown fuel your creativity and your artistic process?
Um, Rest gives you a mental break. You know what I mean? When you're a creator, you're a creative. You always kind of thinking of was creative. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You can't really not help that. That's the one thing that you have. That's the one God given talent that you have is like, how can I create? How can I make this better? How can I do that? So when you have rest and you go sit down and you really know how to rest, like resting is an art too. It's not just we don't just we can rest if we playing basketball and then we go to the side and be like, I don't want to play right now. But
Mm.
outside of being a physical sport or something like that, like you got to learn how to give yourself the time to take a break mentally and just sit back and, like I said, see what's in front of you, see what you're trying to do for the future, or just relax. You know what I mean? Just relax, sit back, have a drink, watch the ocean.
Hey, I
You know what I
mean,
mean?
any form, any
Yeah, yeah,
it's
definitely,
any
definitely,
form of
definitely.
self care. I feel that.
Anything outside of what you doing for your regular grind or your or how you paying your bills and stuff like that, like it's somewhat rest, but like I said, it's an art to that. You got to know how to rest.
Absolutely. Feel that there's pressure in the music industry to always be on in quotations. And if so, how do you navigate that mentally? Like
You
always
said to be on.
to be on, like always, just,
I mean, no, I don't think so. I
okay,
mean, if you're looking to try to make just club music, then you probably you know what I
okay,
mean? Because when you just trying to make popular music, then you gotta kind of always be focused on what is popular and what people saying
mm-hmm,
and what people wearing. And so, just being a creative, nah, I don't think about that all the time.
okay,
I think about it sometimes because it's a business. You know what I mean? We got a label, we got different artists. So yeah, when somebody makes something and it's a club song or one of the people that you work with is better at creating those type of songs, then yeah, you're gonna think about it. But just as being an artist, I don't think that's
okay.
it's not
Yeah,
pressure.
it's
You know what
not.
I mean? Yeah,
You
it's
don't have
not
that
pressure.
pressure
It's
of
it's
that.
something that you can think about, but
Yeah,
it's not necessarily pressure.
it's kind of like it's specific to like certain genres
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
certain
yeah. Pretty much.
audiences.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
it's some specifics in there.
Right,
Okay.
right.
What message would you give other artists about prioritizing their mental well being or embracing rest as a necessary part of success?
It's important. I think anybody that's an artist, I mean, from growing up to getting older, when you're an artist, you always just think about being creative. You know what I mean? If you trying to be an artist that's getting paid off of your work and things like that, then yeah, you got to think about rest because you can't just always create. You got to be like, all right, I'm gonna create this amount of time, but then I'm gonna take some time out to just think about the shit I might create. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So yeah, it's a big part of it. It's a very big part of it. So take time out to learn the game, learn the business outside of
mm,
you just being creative. You know what I mean?
absolutely. Any final thoughts you want to give up and coming artists about how they should approach this kind of industry or and what they can do to not, I guess, run themselves like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, have fun first and foremost, and with having fun, like have fun with your music and with being creative. Like I said, if you thinking about it in the business sense, then you got to be able to separate certain things. But have fun with being creative. Have fun with doing your art. You know what I mean? If you want to do it as a business or you want people to pay attention to what you're doing, then yeah, think about that. Think about that so it don't cause stress because people not gonna like you just because you talented.
Right.
They gonna like you more when you trying to get your talent to them. When you
Absolutely.
make your talent available to people, then they more susceptible to being like, oh, let me check your talent out.
Mm,
But if you just being talented and you always in the studio and you don't never go nowhere and you don't never let people know what you own and what you're doing, then that's where the stress come in and you're gonna need
yeah.
extra rest. You know what I mean? You're gonna need extra rest. So
Man, I love that. My final thought for anybody upcoming and as an entrepreneur, as an artist, I feel like if you do what you love, it will just come naturally. It won't feel like you
yeah,
working
yeah,
as much.
yeah,
It's still a lot of work,
yeah.
but you won't feel the pressures
Right,
of
right.
a typical job or
Yeah, yeah.
career. Um, just follow your heart, man. For real. That's what I gotta say
I agree
about
with
it.
that. I agree with that.
Um, this snippet is gonna be in our new series with final thoughts with our local artists and entrepreneurs here in Indianapolis. So stay tuned for the next episode. Before Illy leaves, I want him to tell everybody where to find him, what he got going on, and all that.
Bet it up. You can find me on Illy Octane on all social media streaming sites. Illy_Octane on Instagram. Um, just pay attention, man. Rich Harvest. If you don't see my name, you're gonna see Rich Harvest. It's gonna be closely affiliated. Like that's the team, that's the squad, that's who helped me push what I do, and vice versa. So look us up. I got No Titles 2 coming out soon. Watch my last 12 weeks of videos. I dropped a video every week for 12 weeks straight, just in anticipation of my next project. So just stay tuned, man. Hit me up on everything. You feed me? Katie.